topic is structure of atom. So before going to the structure of atom, what is an atom? So about an atom we studied. An atom is the smallest particle of an element which can exist independently, which cannot exist independently. Okay, so that is the atom. So what are the particles present in an atom and who discovered the particles of an atom? So these and all will comes in under the category of structure of atom. That means in structure of atom we are going to study that what are the fundamental particles present in an atom and who proposed the fundamental particles and who proposed their names. Okay, so and where the fundamental particles are present in an atom, these everything we are going to learn in this structure of atom. So see, structure of atom means, see, first main point, structure of an atom. See, an atom consists of fundamental particles. Consists of three fundamental particles. An atom consists of fundamental particles. Protons, electrons, and neutrons. See, these three are the fundamental particles of an atom. So what are the fundamental particles? Proton, electrons, and neutrons are the fundamental particles. These protons and neutrons are binded together and present at the central part of an atom, which is called nucleus. Okay, that means these protons and neutrons are bound together at the central part of the atom. At central part of the atom, which is called as nucleus. What is the meaning here? These protons and neutrons are present at a central part of the atom. Both are present at the central part of an atom, which is called as nucleus. The central part of an atom is called as nucleus, where protons and neutrons together bounded. So that means protons and neutrons are present at the central part of an atom. So another point is electron. Where this electron is present? So where the electron is present means electrons are revolved around this nucleus. Nucleus means protons plus neutrons which are present at central part is called as nucleus. The nucleus, around this nucleus, electrons are revolving in a certain circular paths, which are called as orbits. Electrons are present. Electrons are revolving around the nucleus. In a circular path, in a fixed circular path, in a fixed circular path. Where the electrons are present, electrons are revolving around the nucleus. They revolve around the nucleus. Around the nucleus they will revolve in a certain circular space. The circular space are called, we call it as orbits. That means, simple meaning, electrons are revolving in an orbits. That means electrons are revolving around the nucleus in a fixed circular path, which is called orbits. Okay, so these are what are the fundamental particles? Mostly are saying means protons, electrons and neutrons. Protons and neutrons are bounded together at a central part, whereas electrons revolving around that central part of the atom, which is the nucleus. Okay, whereas circular path is called as orbit. So if you take an atom structure, see how they are present in the nucleus. See, if you take it is a structure of an atom. So if you take a structure of an atom, see at the center of the atom is this one. Center of the atom is this one. It is the center of an atom, which is called nucleus. So in the nucleus, what are the fundamental particles present means, that is neutron and plus proton. See, it is a nucleus of an atom which contains proton and neutron. Okay, and next, so if you take these circular paths, in these circular paths, electron will revolve in these circular paths. So it is called as electron. Okay, so it is an electron. See, electron will revolving in a fixed circular path. Okay, so here these electron revolving in a certain fixed circular path. That circular path will have certain energy. So, okay, first of all, see here, it is a nucleus. It is the nucleus, which is the combination of proton and neutron. Where this which is present at a central part of an atom, its space is very small. Space is very small, like 10 power minus 15 meters. That much size it is. Okay. So who proposed this means Rutherford. So Rutherford said, first of all, see who discovered this proton. Proton was discovered by Goldstein. Goldstein discovered. Who discovered? Goldstein was discovered. And who proposed the name proton means Rutherford. Rutherford proposed the name proton. And neutron means James Chadwick. Discovered the neutron. Name also given by James Chadwick only. Okay, electron. So electron was proposed by John Stoney. John Stoney. And the name was proposed by, the name electron was proposed by J.J. Thomson. Who proposed the name electron means J.J. Thomson. And see, actually who predicted this means who discovered this means John Stoney or Stoney. Okay, so John Stoney, he observed the electron by conducting a that alpha by conducting a experiment. By conducting an experiment, he found that electrons. Okay, our name was given by J.J. Thomson. So here, what is the proton? Means proton charges. Proton charges. C plus 1. Charge of electron is, so charge of neutron is 0 and charge of electron is minus 1. Charge of electron is taken as minus 1 and charge of proton is plus 1 and charge of neutron is 0. Okay, charge of neutron is 0. Okay, so next here mass of the proton is, proton mass is 1.67 into 10 to the power of minus 27 kg. Okay, I will write here proton, electron, neutron. Okay, proton charges plus 1, electron charge is minus 1, its charge is 0. Next, that is the unit charge. Okay, so relative charge means its charge is plus 1.67 into 10 to the power of minus 90 coulombs. It is minus 1.602. 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 19 coulombs. It is 0. Okay, relative charge. And mass you are taken means mass of proton is 1.67 into 10 to the power of minus 27 kg. Here it is 9.1 into 10 to the power of minus 31 kg, and here it is same 1.67 into 10 to the power of minus 27 kg. Okay, so these are the basic information for the electron and proton and neutron. Okay, this is the basic information of proton, electron, neutron. So proton was discovered by, actually who found the proton? Means see, proton was Goldstein found the protons and name was proposed by Rutherford, and electron was observed by John Stoney, and the name was proposed by J.J. Thomson, and the neutron was proposed by James Chadwick. These are the fundamental particles which are present in an atom. Okay, now after that, from these basic fundamental particles, we will get some definitions like what is atomic number, what is mass number. So what is atomic number means what is atomic number? What is atomic number? Atomic number means nothing but number of protons in an atom, or number of protons in an atom, or number of electrons, number of present in a neutral atom. So what is atomic number means nothing but the number of protons present in an atom, or number of electrons present in a neutral atom is nothing but atomic number of an element and represented by symbol capital Z. The atomic number is represented by symbol capital Z. Okay, the number of protons in an atom or number of electrons in a neutral atom is said to be atomic number. Next, what is mass number? So what is mass number means? It is nothing but sum of protons and neutrons, plus and neutrons present, sum of protons and neutrons present in a nucleus is called mass number. What is mass number? Mass number is nothing but the sum of protons and neutrons present in the nucleus of an atom is called as mass number. Mass number is represented by is shown by the symbol capital A. That means what is a mass number? It is the sum of protons and neutrons. We call it as mass number. So mass number is represented by symbol capital A, whereas atomic number is represented by symbol Z. So first of all, in the periodic table, if an element you are taken means how these elements are represented means by using a symbolic representation. See how the element is represented. See, the element is represented by symbol X with atomic number, mass number. See, representation of element with representation of element with atomic number and mass number is an element is represented by symbol X and its mass number is written at the top. At the top of an element, you are showing a mass number. We are showing the mass number of an element, and at the bottom of this symbol, we are showing the atomic number. It is a representation of an element in the periodic table. That is, at top we are giving the mass number, at bottom we are giving the atomic number. So here A is mass number and Z is atomic number. How the element is represented means like this. Okay, if X is the symbol of an element, see what is X means? Symbol of element. Okay, so like this we can represent the element. Suppose if you take some elements like hydrogen, carbon, nitrogen, see such kind of elements, how we can show like this. See, symbolic representation of hydrogen, carbon, nitrogen, some elements like oxygen. See, hydrogen you are taken means hydrogen. You are taken means its symbol is H, and the mass number of hydrogen is 1. Okay, and atomic number is 1. That is like this. Oxygen you are taken means symbol of oxygen is O. Its mass number is 16 and its atomic number is 8. Nitrogen you are taken means symbol is capital N. Capital N. Its mass number is 14, that is represented here, and atomic number is 7, that is represented here. Okay, so this is the symbolic representation of an element with mass number and atomic number. And next, see, actually we learned what are fundamental particles of an atom. Fundamental particles are protons, electrons, and neutrons. So in that we see that protons and neutrons are present together at a central part of the atom, which is called as nucleus. But electron is present in revolving around the nucleus in a second circular path, fixed circular path. We call it as orbits. Okay, so now see how these electrons are distributed in the orbits. So how the electrons are distributed in an orbits of an atom. See, electrons distribution in orbits of an atom. See, that is nothing but electronic configuration. So that means see, electronic configuration. Electronic configuration. So what is electronic configuration? What it says means simply it says about the distribution of electrons in the various orbits of an atom. That means what is electronic configuration means simply it is nothing but the distribution of electrons in an atom in a various orbits. The distribution of electrons, in various orbitals of an atom. The distribution of electrons in various orbitals of an atom is called as electronic configuration. Is called as electronic configuration. That means simple meaning electrons are present in various orbits. All these electrons are present in which orbitals these are present. That is nothing but electronic configuration. That means electronic configuration is nothing but the distribution of electrons in various orbitals of an atom is called as electronic configuration. Okay, so if you take some elements like hydrogen. So first of all, here according to Morley diagram, we are writing the electronic configuration. So the electronic configuration will be written according to Euler diagram. 1s orbital. In first orbit, only one orbital is there, that is 1s. So that means first orbit means if you take nucleus you have taken. So first circular path is called as first orbit. Next circular path is second orbit. And next is called as third one. Next is called as fourth one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 like that will be present. Circular paths will be present. So in first circular path, first of all, around the nucleus, circular paths are present. The circular path we call it as orbit. Okay. So that orbits. If you take first orbit, how many orbitals we have? Only one, that is 1s. Second one you have taken 2s and 2p. Third one you have taken means 3s, 3p and 3d. Fourth one you have taken means 4s, 4p and 4d and 4f. And next one you have taken means 5s, 5p, 6s. 5p, 5d and 5f, and next 6s, 6p, 6d and 6d, 7s, 7p. Okay. So how the order of filling means first 1s orbital is going to fill in. After that 2s orbital, and after that 2p and 3s, and after that 3p and 4s, and after that 3d, 4p, 5s, and after that 6s, 5p, 4d, and after that what are the orbitals going to fill in means is 7s. This is the order of filling. That means see clearly, it's very important to write the electronic configuration of an element. See here, first 1s, after that 2s, after 2s. Again it will come to 2p, 3s. After that 3p, 4s. Again it will come 3d, 4p, 5s. Okay. And next one is 4d, 5p, 6s. After 6s, 4f, 5d, 6p, 7s. See the order, which is very important to write the electronic configuration of elements. See first one is 1s. Second one 2s, third one 2p, next one 3s, next one after 3s again 3p, after 3p 4s, after 4s 3d. 3d, after 3d 4p 5s, 4p 5s. See 4p, after 4p 5s, after 5s we get 4d, 5p, 5p and 6s, after 4f, 5d, 6p, 4f, 5d, 6p, 7s, 6p and 7s. This is the order of filling of various orbitals in an atom with electrons. Okay, so it is a Mollet diagram which explains the filling of various orbitals present in an atom with electrons. Okay. So this is the electronic order. So now if you take some elements like nitrogen you have taken means nitrogen atomic number Z is equal to 7. So write its electronic configuration. So before writing its electronic configuration, you should know one important point, that is the maximum number of electrons accommodated in an orbital. We have to know. Okay. So electron first orbitals and maximum number of electrons accommodated. maximum number of electrons accommodates. See, s orbital, any s, 1s or 2s or 3s or any one, s orbital, maximum capacity of s orbital is 2 electrons. Maximum number of electrons will be 2. And p orbital means anyone, either 2p or 3p or 4p, 5p, anyone. So the p orbital will accommodate 6. Why? Because p orbital means it are 3 types, that is px, py and pz. Px, py, pz. That's why p orbital capacity is each one orbital capacity 2. Then p orbital means nothing but combination of px, py, pz. That's why it can accommodate 6 electrons. Okay, d orbital. So d orbital capacity was 10 electrons because d orbitals are 5 types. Okay, so the d orbitals are, that is d orbitals means dxy and dyz, dzx and dx square minus y square. That are 5. That's why each one can accommodate 2 electrons. Total 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. 1, 2, 3 on dx square and dz square. So 5 orbitals, each one capacity to total 10 electrons in the d orbital. F orbitals are 7 types. That's the maximum capacity 7 to 14. Maximum capacity of this F orbital will be 14. Now we can write the electronic configuration of some elements. See electronic configuration of nitrogen. Some elements like nitrogen, atomic number is 7. So atomic number is 7 means number of electrons in this atom will be 7 because neutral atom. So 7 electrons means each one capacity 2. Each orbital capacity 2 here. 2, 2, 4. P orbital capacity will be 6. 2, 2 and 6 here it is 10 will come, but our electrons are 7 only. 2, 2, 3. So 1s2, 1s2, 2s2 and 2p3. So why are giving 3 means here our nitrogen contains 7 electrons only. 7 electrons means 2 electrons in 1s and 2 electrons in 2s and remaining 3 electrons in the 2p. So this is the order we have to use to fill the electrons. And next, like neon you are taking. So neon atomic number will be 10. So a number of electrons are 10. So fill the electrons, 10 electrons. Here this can accommodate 2. This can accommodate 2. This can accommodate 6. So 2 plus 6, 10 will come. So then we can stop at 2p. That is 1s2, 2s2, 2p, 6. So chlorine you are taking. Chlorine atomic number will be 16. Chlorine atomic number will be 17. So chlorine atomic number you are taking is 17 electrons we have to fill. So here 2, 2, 6 because p orbital means 2p means 2px, 2py, 2pz. So total capacity 6. So 2 plus 2 plus 6, 10. 10 plus s orbital 2, 12 will come. So 12 remaining how many? 5. So 5 we can accommodate in 3p. So what will get? 1s2, 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 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p5, 3p5. Okay, so this is the, like this we have to write the electronic configuration of some elements. Okay, now so try to write the electronic configuration of sulfur. Sulfur I am giving sulfur. Atomic number will be 16 and silicon I am giving atomic number will be 14 and bromine I am giving atomic number is 35. Okay, so try to solve this. Okay, so write the electronic configuration of these numbers. Okay, thank you. Have a nice day.